Hey guys, I'm Mike back here for the video, guys. Today we have an awesome video for you because today we're going to be talking about Rookie Premier. Now obviously Rookie Premier is not in the game yet, but it will be sometime very soon with the release of MUT 20 coming out, of course, on July 30th. We will be looking at Rookie Premier players soon. Now, what are Rookie Premier players? Well, in this video, I'm going to go ahead and show you last year's Rookie Premier players, kind of give you a good understanding on who and what they are and everything like that. So let me go ahead and give you the simple breakdown. What a Rookie Premier player is you complete the set this year in the game. EA goes ahead and chooses 10 different rookies from the first round, and those rookies get cards this year in the game. Once you go ahead and complete those set, you're able to go ahead and get that card in the next year's game. Now, if we go ahead and take a look at all the players from this last year's Rookie Premier, you can see real fast we have Saquon Barkley, Bradley Chubb, Sam Darnold, Hayden Hurst, Derwin James, Quentin Nelson, Calvin Ridley, Roquan Smith, Leighton Vander Esch, and Denzel Ward. Now, I gotta say, in previous years, EA was awful at doing Rookie Premiers, meaning that these Rookie Premier players, a lot of them didn't get much upgrades at all, if any. But this year, they actually did a great job at this promo. For example, Saquon Barkley hit a 98 overall. Quentin Nelson hit a 96. Vander Esch hit a 96. Roquan Smith hit a 95. Bradley Chubb hit a 94. Derwin James hit a 94. Ward was a 94. Darnold was a 93. Hayden Hurst a 93. And Calvin Ridley a 93. Now, the reason why these are so awesome and just really unique is that they upgrade throughout the season by themselves. So as new cards are released, for example, when a new Saquon Barkley was released, you're able to go ahead and get a free upgrade of that Saquon Barkley to your Rookie Premier player in the game. So again, you completed the sets last year, you got the card this year. As new Saquons came out, you got the upgrades for free. That's why, again, why everyone loves them, is because they're free upgrades throughout the season. Now, I will make a prediction video on the top 10 players I predict will be in this Rookie Premier promo. But another thing that's really awesome about these Rookie Premier players is you do go ahead, and once you complete them, you do receive back the 99 overall version in this year's game. So as you can see on this screen right here, we do go ahead and have some sets in the game where you go ahead and put players in, and you're able to go ahead and get these players. You put collectibles in and you get players back. Now right here, what I'm actually going ahead and doing is there's actually different sets that they add to the game where you can go ahead and put in, random things to get more and more tokens. Obviously these tokens you can get from spending money. Of course EA is going to do that, but you can also get them from other different things. For example, putting different cards into sets and getting tokens back. So it's really a really cool idea promo. Usually solo challenges give you a guaranteed one free Rookie Premier player. So even if you have 0 coins and you're just completely broke, you're able to go ahead and at least get one usually. Will they do that again? I'm not sure. But again, usually EA likes to do that. And you can see right here, now I don't know if they're going to do this year, but last year you were able to go ahead and actually put in power-up players in order to complete it and go ahead and get the set done. Now you can see right here, we do have Rookie Premier packs because I went ahead and did the sets. And again, what you do with these is you put them into the actual sets to get these Rookie Premier players back. Now, last year, each Rookie Premier player ranged for around 500,000 coins. Will that be the same this year? I would honestly say most likely, just because of the fact, again, EA does not want you to have every single Rookie Premier player. I believe last year to get every single player, it was 4 million coins. So of course, yeah, it's going to be a good chunk of change to get every single player. It is possible. It is going to cost you a crap ton of coins. But again, that's why my recommendation would be starting to save up for this now, because whenever this does come out, again, sometime very soon, I would have to guess, just because of the fact we all kind of going toward the end of MUT at this point. So I'm not sure exactly the release date of this, but I'm assuming sometime soon. Now with the Rookie Premier players, of course, again, these are all rookies. So I don't really think it matters if the player already has a 99 overall in the game, because this is not really like an upgrade, if you want to think of it like that. It's kind of more or less just a way to get that player into the next game. and be able to get his card. So yes, we will get solo challenges. As you can see on the screen, we do have these 10 solo challenges, which goes ahead and gives you these rookie premier patches. And if we go ahead and go back to sets, you can see that these rookie premier patches, it does take a little bit of them to go ahead and complete the sets, but and of course, again, EA does not want you to have every single one of these players. And I will make videos on which are the best players to choose, of course. But you see right here, if you go ahead and do solos, you do get a free rookie premier player, which you go ahead and put 10 in to get that rookie premier player. Now let me go ahead and complete Hayden Hurst right here. And as you can see, I do receive back the 99 overall Hayden Hurst. Now, I'm not sure if EA is going to make these ultra more tradable like they did last year. Obviously, this year is really much NAT, even though last year I believe everyone made a joke calling MUT 18 the NAT year. Nonetheless though, I wouldn't be surprised though if this was a lot of NAT players. So I think one guaranteed player we all going to get is going to be Kyle Murray. I just honestly think, you know, being the first pick overall, being very exciting. Obviously we got Sam Darnold last year, which, you know, kind of surprised me we did not get what's his name, Baker Mayfield. So I don't know. I kind of on the fence. Oh, sorry, never mind. Baker. Wait. Yeah, Baker was last year. Yeah. Kind of surprised on that one though. This year though, we could probably get Kyle Murray. Other than him, I mean, that Daniel, what is it? Daniel Brown for the Giants. I forget exactly what his name is, but I guess we could get him again. There's a lot of different players we could get. I'll try my best to break it down in a more simplified video for you guys. But you can see right here, I kind of went, you know, a little bit one by one, trying to see the best players to go ahead and complete. Now, I did complete all 10 in the end, but if I was going to go ahead and just do, you know, a certain amount of players, I wanted to go ahead and see, you know, which players we could go ahead and choose here. And of course, we went ahead and chose, in my opinion, the most predictable upgrades. Now, the reason why I kind of stay clear of offensive linemen, yes, offensive linemen can be great, and, you know, it's always possible that they can get a lot of upgrades. Like Quentin Nelson got up to a 97, 98 overall this year. I mean, sorry, not 97, 98. It's the exact overall. His exact overall was a 96. So he got to a 96 this year. And again, this year, EA really did a good job on going ahead and doing that and fixing it and making it so these players got upgrades. But for example, I think it was MUT, going to MUT 18, we had a card named Garrett Bowles who got literally no upgrades. So offensive lineman with the heavyweight promo, with that kind of stuff, it does help to get more and more, you know, more and more ways to get them upgrades. But I always like to go ahead and go with the skill positions first and stay away from, you know, those type of offensive linemen. Nonetheless though, if you go ahead and do open up packs, you can see right here we do go ahead and get a 92 overall Derwin James. So yes, is the packs the way to go? You can spend money. Obviously, they're going to give you an option to spend money. You can go ahead and put these players in the sets to go ahead and get some more rookie premier patches. It is a little bit more fun opening up packs, I'm not going to lie, and then going ahead and, you know, doing the other sets. But it's going to be interesting to see what they end up, you know, what sets they end up adding to the game. But yes, of course, you guys know it. There's going to be a way to spend money, especially because this is literally probably the last big event in MUT 19 before we get into MUT 20. As I pull Ultimate Legend card, obviously at this time of the year, last year, this card was probably worth nothing at all. Nonetheless, though, it's going to be interesting. I'm really excited about this because I'm excited to see what players they choose. There wasn't too many defensive backs drafted in the first round. There was actually only one. There was only 2 wide receivers drafted in the first round. There was one running back drafted in the first round. There was 2 safeties, I believe. There was 1 free safety, 2 strong safeties, 1 left outside linebacker, so 2 middle linebackers. Like, I'm really interested to see what players they choose, because I believe they probably will go cornerback. I believe they will go with a running back. They're going to go with a quarterback, probably a wide receiver. They're probably going to go a middle linebacker, a right or left outside linebacker, a defensive end. I'm expecting a strong safety or free safety. Like, they're going to go a lot of these positions, probably like last year. So I'm interested to see what they end up doing, because not a lot of these guys are the crazy big names. Now going in, you know, this rookie premiere whole entire thing, Not every one of these players were like crazy names either, don't get me wrong, but I kind of just interested to see what they end up doing. So again, I'll make a prediction video going and breaking down all the players I believe will be added to the game. If you guys have your own predictions though, leave them down below and I might use some of your predictions for my Rookie Premier prediction video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.